Do you believe in Santa Claus? Well, let me introduce you to the movie that makes me want to believe. And it's Thursday. You know what that means? It's time for us to have another Throwback Thursday. And we're gonna go back in time, throw up that celebration, because Heart of the Stories We Tell, and me, Rob the host, is going to take us back to a quick nostalgic look and see how a story was that might be a little bit on the older side. So celebrate your week almost being over as we look at the fact that it is that time of year. We tell Christmas stories in a very particular way, and I want to look at them. And now, specifically in this particular case, we're doing Throwback Thursday, so we're going to talk about those Christmas stories that we all know and love. Well, at least that we all know, because let's be honest, not everybody loves them. But I want to talk about a slightly cheesy classic, specifically A Miracle on 34th Street. For the holiday season, we need to make a slight other change up because, well, I can't really say that there's a spoiler section, and the elements of fiction seem kind of cheesy when these are stories that I literally just said not only have we all seen and heard, but probably this time of year they always have. So we're going to cut out all of the normal stuff and just talk about the story itself. What a story it is. It's got magic. It's got a twist. It's got faith. It's got belief. It's got a theme and a set of symbolism that stretches throughout the whole thing. It's well constructed, well acted, and even though I personally prefer the black and white, you have your choice of multiple versions of this story. Specifically, the story is all about what it means to believe in Christmas. On the off chance you've been living under a rock for the last, 100 years or so, the story starts off at Macy's, back when Macy's was the big deal, and their Santa that they hired to sit and talk to kids. And well, this Santa's different because when he knows that a toy is on sale at a different store, he advises them to go there. Now, there's also a family, a young girl, who doesn't believe in Santa Claus. And all of this comes to a head when Santa Claus gets in trouble with the law and gets committed because he believes he really is Saint Nick. And of course, that's crazy. There's no such thing as Santa Claus. But a lawyer takes up his case and is like, hey, I'll do everything I can. And he's like, all right, prove I'm Santa Claus. Which, of course, is impossible. How do you prove someone's a fictitious character that somehow gives presents to everyone on Earth one night? I mean, it's staggering. It's an impossible case. But this kind old man and this girl that doesn't believe but wants to, and her mother who's trying to make her believe and trying to find something, who's of course also interested in the lawyer, so we have a little bit of a love story. How do you get someone to believe in Santa Claus? Well, in this particular case, they try to pull one over on the judge with telling him what he asked for as a kid, and that kinda helps. But the real help comes when Postal Service people sit there and say, hey, look, we have all these letters sitting in the dead letter office. We can't deliver them to Santa Claus. There's no such thing. Hey, didn't you hear Santa Claus is on trial over at downtown? All right. So they start delivering the mail to Santa Claus, care of the jail, care of the judge. And as such, a public office has officially said he must be Santa Claus, which allows them enough of a loophole, and the judge is really looking for one, because this kind old man isn't hurting anyone. So okay, go let him pretend and think he's Santa Claus. And here's the thing, everyone looks at this as a Christmas miracle, a miracle on 34th Street, because at that point, when the movie's almost over, well, it looks like they got this kind old man who's probably insane off so that he can continue being a kind old man. Except here's the twist. At about the part way through the movie, about halfway, the little girl tells Santa exactly what she wants. What she wants from this old man is a house to call her own, not an apartment. One that they can live in, her and her mom. And later, this gets extended to the lawyer, because the lawyer, like I said, is the boyfriend, and there's a love story. But I mean, there's no way they could afford a house, let alone the house that she exactly wants that's fictitious. And at the end of the movie, they're driving, and she yells, stop, stop. And she sees the house that she's always wanted. And sitting in the corner is the old man's cane. Santa Claus has given her the gift she really wanted. one impossible for anyone to give. At that magical moment, we have an M. Night Shyamalan level twist. The kind old man really was Santa Claus. He wasn't crazy. Now, it's hard to rate exactly where these are, but like I said in my Sensational 7 last year, A Miracle on 34th Street is a classic because it touches the kid in all of us. The whole movie is set up to make you root for Santa, but not to really believe Santa. Until the end. And at the end, we have by the way, magic is real. This is a world where the Miracle on 34th Street is. That Santa is really in this world. And I love it. I don't watch it every year, but I'm curious, since they replay it like 30 times between now and Christmas, how many times have you seen it? And would you watch it again with someone? Would you introduce it to a young kid? Can you, for a moment this Christmas, believe in the power of Christmas, and that Santa Claus might be real? And how do you feel about faith? Faith in something that's unprovable, faith in something that's unbelievable. Can you believe just because you want to? Well, I believe you can click that thumbs up button and share this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm trying to build a community here, and all year I've been trying to get people to work with me on the hows and whys of storytelling. But at the same time, it's Christmas season. So I hope that you have a Merry Christmas, and we'll be back next week to throw back for another kid-like adventure. One where a Grinch steals Christmas. Have a good night, and thanks for watching.